from the North. We're back. It's a new season, the Outdoor Sportsman Show. This year, we've got some new sponsors. Alright, this year's sponsors for this year's Ned from the North, the Outdoor Sportsman Show, will be, of course, Budweiser, Genesee Beer. We've got a new one called Maximus Super. Cut. Another one of our sponsors is Maximus Super, and of course, the all-time favorite, Jack Daniels. All right, we're back. This is Ned from the North, the Outdoor Sportsman Show. As you remember last year when we ended this whole fiasco, we announced this year's honored guest will be my great friend Nikodemus Finch. Come on in here, Nikodemus. Now, Nikodemus, you all know that last year we had quite the fiasco out there.
Yes, I remember.
And it turned out to be a great thing, with the exception that we lost a good friend, was killed right on the set.
Yes.
We also had another person dragged off by a bear. So we'll have to replace him this year. And this year is going to be a person, which I can't really remember his name, but here he is now. He'll announce himself. He has quite the lengthy name.
My name is Hayden Patrick Ryan Hogan McFarlan Johnson.
All right, this week's show, the Outdoor Sportsman Show, we're going to do a whole new thing. This year, safety. Safety in the woods, safety while you're camping, safety while you're hunting out here in the Adirondack Mountains at good old Louie Lake. And Ned from the North coming right at you. It's been your pleasure. Okay, but before we get into anything, we're going to have a few words from our very, very good friends, our sponsors for this year.
Oh, Nikodemus, I looked all day, but I couldn't find any food or water. But worst of all, I couldn't find a single drop of Jack Daniels.
It's okay. Not to worry. I have portable Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, it'll save your life.
We're free. Okay, you know what you gotta do? You gotta.
One of our new sponsors for this year, the great, the tasty Budweiser beer. And another one of our great sponsors, Genesee Beer. And another one of our great new sponsors, Maximus Super, made by Utica Club. And let me tell you something, there's nothing like having alcohol in the wild in the Adirondack Mountains. And now we'll get to our safety program, how to light a fire in the Adirondack Mountains. All right, now Nikodemus and Hayden will show you the proper way and the safest way to start a fire in the Adirondack Mountains. The proper way to start a fire in the Adirondack Mountains is the safest way. We do everything the safe way, the honest way. And there you have it. You've got yourself a fire. Action. Here in the Adirondack Mountains, we know the proper way. As you can see, that's the only way to start a fire. The safest way. We're back here. Ned from the North, the Outdoor Sportsman Show. We're here. Oh, and wasn't that a lovely fire that they set for us? We had hot dogs and chips for supper, and I was so happy to see them do it the very safe way to do it. And I hope everybody learned a lot from that little experience. We do everything the safe way here on the Outdoor Sportsman Show. Now, Nikodemus and Hayden are here with me, and we're going to show a little bit of a session where we're cleaning our guns. And we do nothing but the safest way here with the Outdoor Sportsman Show. And while we're at it, I need a little drink. Nothing like a good sip of Genesee beer. That's mighty tasty.
Hey, pass me the Jack Daniels with a couple boys.
Yeah, give him a Jack Daniel. You always want to have a little alcohol in your system when you're cleaning a gun. It just takes away all the nerves, you know, because these babies are a very nerve-wracking thing. And maybe Hayden would like to explain a little bit about these guns right here that we're going to be using here. And see that right there? That's the barrel. I know that.
Barrel. Yep,
I know that much.
It's loaded. Now listen to me. There's nothing I can stress more than gun safety. But the only thing is that some people have misconstrued ideas of gun safety. For example, let's take this little baby over here. This is a 9mm pistol. This fires off 15 shots semi-automatic, man. Now, first off, a lot of people think that you have to check and make sure that it's not loaded, but in reality it doesn't really matter. But if you are going to check and see if it's loaded, you might as well just look right down the barrel. Maybe even squeeze the trigger and find out. Nope, not loaded. But if it was, we would know. Alright, now...
No, excuse me there, Hayden. Notice the technique that he used in looking down the barrel of that gun. So safe. So safe. And go ahead, Hayden. I just wanted to put that point in there.
That way you definitely make sure that you do not have anything in the rifle, in the gun. But if you do, no big loss. Okay. Now, I got a couple different rifles here. This is a Winchester model. Hey, if you want to explain how you properly handle this Winchester model, go right ahead.
Alright. Now, when you're taking a gun like this, the one thing you don't want to do, well, in my case you do want to do, because we do everything the safe way, is look down the barrel. Ah! Yeah. That was loaded and it blown my brain right out. Now, just wanted to show everybody how that could happen. Now, I think Nikodemus Finch, the old-time hunter from the Adirondack Mountains, is going to talk to us right now about some of the products that we have here from the Remington Arms before we clean a few more guns.
Go ahead.
Right here we have our 12-gauge shotgun bullets.
If you don't say.
Yes, I know. Yes. Now, what kind of a rifle what kind of a weapon would you use for these type of shells?
Tell us, Nikodemus.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
I would say that you would probably use a 12-gauge shotgun.
What
just
hey,
happened-
excuse me. You know what time it is?
I have no idea.
It's commercial.
Time for my medicine. Nothing but the best. In the Adirondack Mountains. Mighty tasty. Mighty tasty. Yeah!
Woo! Now listen to me, Nicodemus. We happen to have a 12-gauge shotgun with us today. That's this baby. Now, tell me, how would you go about preparing these bullets? Because I know that you had an interesting method of preparing the bullets for going into the rifle. Now, what is that exactly?
Well, the first thing I like to do is
Woo! What? That JD is good. I got a whole
stick them down there. Stick them right in there.
Now, you were telling me before the show that you actually like to heat them up a little
Yes.
with fire.
Yes, I do.
Now, why is that?
It gives them that better shot, and they go farther.
I would have to say, nothing like heating up a bullet with gunpowder in it to test it out.
That's exactly what you do.
Very safe. Right?
Take a couple
very,
bullets.
Very safe.
Now, these things, there's a lot of urban legends about them, but don't believe any of them. Now, you can throw these right in the fire and nothing will happen, and it's great because it gives them longer range. All right.
Excuse me.
Now-
I forgot to put my sunglasses
We're
on. I
gonna
thought
do
I
this.
couldn't see right. Damn it.
We're going to load in our shell. Okay. You don't have to turn the safety on. Look right down the barrel. If you want to demonstrate to us, just right down the barrel there. There's a shotgun shell in it. You see it?
Yep.
Now,
My God.
we definitely know that there is no gunk in this gun.
Oh. I need a little bit.
Completely normal.
It took my hat right off.
All right. So anyway,
My God, Hayden.
where am I?
We gotta have Nicodemus. Excuse me. I'm just getting a little tipsy. Well, just JD and beer and stuff, you know, good for you. All right. Let's talk, Nicodemus, a little bit more about these Remington shotgun shells. Another one of our great sponsors.
Well, I
think I'm gonna pass this on to the shotgun specialist here.
And who that might that be?
Hayden.
Hayden? Patrick Brown.
Now these are made in the fine town of Ilion, New York.
Fine town, Million, New York, where Remington Arms is.
Must I say more? I think that that's going to pretty much conclude our gun safety. But oh, and another thing is, gun safety can be a little boring sometimes. So make sure that
Boring, I'll show you boring. Damn it. Alright. You think you're getting paid for being on this show? You ain't getting jack. You too.
Okay.
I'm not giving you a red cent.
I believe
I've
you.
had a few drinks for me. Gee, Dad! Ah! Cut! Cut!
Oh, somebody help me, please.
Alright. After that little display, I'm sorry. I have to apologize. A few too many drinks. It's alright by me, but I know you viewers don't really want to see that. And that little display with the guns against my guest, perfectly sorry about that. I would never hold them hostage for a TV show and not pay them. They get paid well. Alright. Now, you saw gun safety. We had all our guns here. You saw nothing but the best. Just a couple things I want to talk about. When you're cleaning your gun, always look down the barrel to make sure it's not loaded. That's the main thing right there. And that's like probably the safest thing you could possibly do is look down the barrel of your gun. Okay. Now, I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut and we're gonna go to some of our sponsors and see what they have to say for us, so we can make some money.
After a long day of hunting out in the woods, there's something you need to relax with. You have to relax with. Philly's One, the best thing in the world for a hunter on the Outdoor Sportsman Show.
Alright, here we are. Back with the Outdoor Sportsman Show. And let's have a little review of what we already did. We talked about lighting the fire, which was the best and only way to light a fire in the Adirondack Mountain. We showed you some gun safety. We had a man get hurt. Everything's fine. And now what we're going to do is, before we go on a little hunt with my good buddy Nikodemus Finch and Hayden, one of our last things we're going to show about, knives and axes. All right, it's time for the hunt. My good buddy, my old good hunting buddy, Nikodemus Finch, and I are going to go into the woods, and we are going to meet up with Hayden. And such a great hunter that he is, and we'll meet up with him in the woods shortly.
He claims to have found a deer.
Right.
Action.
Don? Well, what do we have here? We found Hayden out here in the middle doing a little deer hunting. My God, I gotta ask a couple questions though. What's with the knives in the tree?
Well, I thought it would be important to talk a little about knife safety in the woods. All right. Who's ready? You ready?
Nicodemus?
Yep.
All right. You might want to come this way a little more. All right. Now, these are your standard hunting knives, okay? Now, there's a lot of ideas about these that have been, people think to do something some way, but you should actually do it another way. For example,
These to keep the bugs away, I'll tell you right
Oh,
now.
yeah, oh, yeah. Now, for example, cutting your twine.
Keep going. I'll be right back. Keep going.
For example, cutting your twine. Will you please hold this for me?
Yes, I will.
Is that 5? Come over this way a little more. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna cut it towards myself. Because if I cut it towards him, or if I cut it down, there's a chance that something else could get hurt. Let's start from the top. Okay?
Want a
Here you
swig?
go. Oh,
Swig?
definitely. This is the way to live in the outdoors.
Come here, Hayden, a little too strong for you there, pal. Better not be watching with these knives, drinking all that stuff. I'll put you right under, man. Chop somebody's hand off with that. Next thing you know, somebody's gonna lose an arm.
Well, what do you say we get to the hunt? Now we know a little more about knife safety.
All right, you all done with that?
Oh yeah, I spotted some brilliant white-tailed deer that away.
All right. My God, this is my knife. Nikodemus, how's the arms doing today? How'd you like to get your arm hacked off of one of these babies? You do things the wrong way, chop that baby right off. Put it up against the tree, I'll see. Oh, whoops, Daisy! Guess what? I just chopped off Nikodemus Finch's arm. What do you think of that? Look at it, clean. Right off. My God. Safety with a knife.
Don't even hurt.
My God, that's what all we care about. That's safety in the woods with a knife. The man's had his arm cut off. He don't even care. It doesn't even hurt. Safety with a knife proves our point. That's it for our safety with a knife portion. We'll be on with the hunt in just a minute. Wow, Hayden. You found a Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Well, we just been on a long hunt. Sorry about that. We've just been on a long hunt, and we're awful tired. And I'd just like to say that, hey, what the heck's that? What's that flying around? What's that?
What is that?
Hey,
What is that? Get off me.
it's bees, millions of bees. Hey, that's it for the Outdoor Sportsman Show. We'll see you next year. See you later, buddy. Hey.